Daphne are headed to the state playoffs. The Hurricanes finished third in 6A Region 1, and the Trojans took the region crown in 6A Region 2. The two teams could match up in round 3 of the state playoffs. However, tonight, the two teams did match up in the final game of the regular season. Check it out. Here we go. Over to Daphne. We have TJ Yeldon, the Bama running back there, taking pictures with fans. Later, here we go. Zachary Morgan on the quarterback sneak. He's in for the touchdown for the Trojans. Now, Daphne, underthrown ball there is going to get picked off by Miles Pierce for the interception. And later, Morgan again is going to throw a quick pass here to Waylon Tolbert. Tolbert gets in for the score. Let's take a look at the final now. Daphne would go on to win here 38-12 over Bryant.
So we've had A.J. McCarron, T.J. Yeldon, and C.J. Mosley. I don't think the Tide play tomorrow.
Seriously.
They've got an off game, I think. All right, it seems like the Yellow Jackets have been buzzing around a state title for several years now, but they have yet to sting. This year's McGill team, with only one loss in the regular season, matched up with Sumter Central last night. Let's take a look at the highlights. Halloween costumes out there. Duck Dynasty was on the left. We got some Jason on the right. All right, second play of the game, Harry Satterwhite to Chris Knowles. Jackets lead 7-0. Jags ball now. And this one is going to be picked off by Mark Valley. Brought down on the play later. Harry Satterwhite to Will Young, and he is in easy for the TD. Like Hove says, forever young. Still the first half. Handoff to Ito Smith. Breaking tackles again. And then a few plays later, who else? Harry Satterwhite on his own this time. Dances like Simone Eli in downtown Mobile for the touchdown.
Gotta love that right there.
McGill lead 21-0. Eventually put in their backups. And here's the final, 65-20.
You know, we certainly have to play better than we did at times tonight. We know that. You know, Opelika is one of the top teams in the state of Alabama, finished as a runner-up last year. They have everybody coming back. Of course, the good news is they're coming to our place, and we, you know, traditionally have played well at home. But our kids know, you know, we got to go out and have a near-perfect week of practice. We got to out-discipline them, got to out-execute them, and our kids are going to have to play with just a tremendous amount of effort if we're going to have an opportunity to win that game.
All right, Coach Bart Sessions there talking about the Yellow Jackets in the round 1. Trojans are also in round 1. Let's take a look at the brackets there. We have the 4th-ranked Jackets. They will host 8th-ranked Opelika at the Lip next Friday. Going to be a tough one there for sure.
Yeah, Daphne will host Wetumpka in round 1. Looking ahead here, if the Trojans win and the Jackets win, check it out. It's going to be a 4-star, 2-thumbs-up matchup in round 2 as Daphne and McGill would square off. But got to slow down before we think about that. Like Coach Saban says, it's a process, a one-week season, one game at a time. You get the idea.
All right, Coach, let's check out Williamson and Blount from last night. The 6A Region 1 champs taking their own field here. And check out this. The punt is going to be mauled. I wouldn't even say blocked there by Blount. Nonetheless, they'd have the ball here. Malik Campbell goes in around the edge, in for the score. And Leopards would lead 7-0 there. The band loving it, and we love the band. Nonetheless, Campbell again, watch this. He's going to hold off his defender, put it in the air this time to Charles Shepard. 14-0 Blount Leopards on top there. Later, Campbell under center, pitch to Devonta Purdue. Speedy guy there, and he's in for the score, 21-0 at that point. Take a look at the final from last night. Blount would win big time, 34-6 over Williamson.
I mean, it's going to be a big challenge. I know Coach Gresham, and I coach with a couple of coaches on his staff. It's going to be a game full of athletes and a lot of big plays. So, I mean, this is what you're looking for in the playoffs.
And here's a look at the playoffs there. Blount's bracket in 6A, the top-seeded Leopards will host Carver Montgomery in round 1. Carver Montgomery not ranked in the top 10, but they did receive votes, Joe.
Okay, and the winner of that game will play the winner of Fairhope and Pelham. All right, moving on. LeFlore at Baker. Looks like the Azalea Trailmaids are in the house. Did you know that my wife was an Azalea Trailmaid?
Awesome.
Back in the day. All right, Keyshawn Johnson, not throw me the dang ball Keyshawn Johnson, but the one who's currently in high school, gets a little help from his friend to find the touchdown. All right, then it's LeFlore with the ball. LeFlore, as we heard earlier, going to the playoffs. James Leatherwood looking to go deep, but it's picked by Trent Archie of Baker. Nice play there. Still going, and got an extra 2.5 feet. Baker again near LeFlore's goal line. They give it to the big guy, Keyshawn Johnson, who takes it to the house. Again, doing work. Nice job there. All right, let's take a look at that score. 28-0. Baker shuts out the Rattlers.
All right, Saraland has just one loss on the season to Jackson. The Spartans finished second in 5A Region 3. Tonight, Saraland hosted an undefeated Luverne team ranked 5th in 2A. And check this out. Here's Luverne's head coach, former Alabama head coach Mike Dubose on the sideline there. Here we go. Let's check out some highlights from tonight's game. John Ward's going to put it in the air to Jacob Ryan. Incredible catch between two defenders. Impressive. Later, Christopher Weaver for the 1-yard touchdown. He's in for the score, 7-0 Sparty on top. Later, Contarius Womack is going to drop back here for Luverne, but the pass is going to be picked off, tipped multiple times and picked off. Impressive play there. Later, Weaver again at quarterback, a little bit of the Wildcat. He's going to take it down and in for the touchdown. 21-0 Sparty there at halftime. Now let's take a look at the final. A close one. A good Luverne team's going to drop to 9-1 with that only loss to Saraland, 21-13.
All right. For most Citronelle seniors, tonight will be the last time they strap on a helmet. One last chance to hit the turf and give it all they've got. They'll do so on the road against the red-hot Gulf Shores Dolphins, playoff bound and winners of 5 straight. Dolphins really doing some work right now. All right, let's take a look at the highlights. As you can see it, they're celebrating that they're playoff bound and also celebrating homecoming tonight. Pretty cool out in Gulf Shores. Let's pick it up with some football action. Nathan Harris with a 12-yard touchdown pass to Blake Bullman, and Gulf Shores would be all over this game. Then at Citronelle's, Tristan Patrick with a 32-yard touchdown pass to Derek Qualls, so it would make it 21-7 at this point, but more Gulf Shores after that. Nathan Harris, perfect strike to Corey Kelly, and he would find the end zone. 28-7 at that point. And looking at the scoreboard, 42-13. All right, so here's the playoff outlook for the Dolphins. They'll travel to Saraland for round 1.
Yes, originally the Spartans were going to host Viger in round 1, but the Wolves were disqualified from the playoffs like we've mentioned a few times. Gulf Shores got bumped up to the 3 seed in the region. More scores and Band of the Week when we come back.